In this session, we will learn about function with configuration attributes. For that, I create file type module fun attributes and link it with part 6. Here we will learn how to write platform dependent functions because some functions are work with Windows and the same will not work in Linux or other operating system. Example, printing system. Generally, for printing in Windows using Rust, the Windows RS and Windows sys is used, and in Linux and other operating system, CUPS is used, CUPS. But from application, it calls the same function for print in both OS. That print function then calls the function corresponding to operating system. Now let us learn something related with this. Let us try to know the operating system currently which we use. Here I create two functions with same name RU on Linux with different display statement. Now we make these two functions to work on different OS. For that I add configuration with target OS attribute, one for Linux and the other for not on Linux, meaning that Windows or Apple or other operating system like that. Now I call function RU on Linux from fun attributes function, and also we can use this target OS configuration attribute with if condition. See, if you are on Linux, it prints yes, it's definitely Linux. And if you are not on Linux means it prints yes, it's definitely not Linux. Now let us call this function from main and run the project. See the result. I am using Windows, so it displays you are not running Linux, and yes, it's definitely not Linux. Now let us run the same program in Rust Playground. See, Rust Playground site is running on Linux, so it displays you are running Linux, and yes, it's definitely Linux. Now let us slightly improve this. So I create version 2 of this module. Here I create separate functions for Windows and Linux and for other OS and configure it using configuration attribute. Then call the corresponding function with respect to operating system. Now run the version2 function from main and it runs as expected. Now let us move some more advanced. This time I create separate file for Linux and Windows. Here I create a function in both files with same name, getOSName, and with different display string. Usually we link it using its file name as module name, but this time we give a common name OS for module and map a different file with respect to operating system. If the target OS is Linux, then call linux.rs file. If the target OS is Windows, then call windows.rs file using configuration attribute. Now run the project. I got Windows as result because I am using Windows. Thank you.